Hey Campoholics, we're about to install a window awning on this window right here on our hookup side of the RV. It'll block out some sunlight. So we're going from this to this. The Carefree way. I'm going to show you how to install a Carefree window awning. Here we go. All right guys, so how you measure for a window awning is real simple. Now they make these SL window awnings. It's a manually extend and retract awning, meaning you're going to pull it down and lock it in place, and we're going to show you how that happens after I install it. But it's real simple. The window awnings are available from 3 to 7 feet and at 6-inch increments, and then anything beyond 7 feet to 15 feet, they are at 12-inch increments. So we are less than 6 feet wide, so we're going to go ahead and measure this, and it's very simple, folks. Anything under 6 feet, remember it's in 6-inch increments, so on a frame window, you measure frame to frame. On a frameless window, of course, we have frameless, we're measuring end to end. On the glass, we're at 61.5 inches. So all you have to do is add 6 inches to that. 61 plus 6 is 67.5 inches. So that is the width of our window awning that we're going to install on this. This is the SL window awning, and it's going to allow some light to go through, kind of like the Easy Zip Blocker, the sunshade. It's not a full cover awning, so there's going to be some sunlight coming through, and it'll allow you to see out, and we're going to get into that a little bit more. But real simple, whatever your window width is, if the window is under 6 foot in width, you just add 6 inches to it. If it's greater than 6 foot in width, you add 12 inches to it. Also in our window awning, we're getting the UniGuard, which is a guard that actually protects the awning as it's rolled up in a rolled up position. So the UniGuard is going to provide protection for it. If you get a UniGuard option, you must have 2.5 inches of clearance below the upper projections of whatever's up here. There must be 2.5 inches clearance for you to have the option of a UniGuard protecting your awning when it's in the stow position. And I'll post more information on the instructions and maybe even a link to the actual installation instructions, but we're going to see how simple this is. All right guys, so we got our Carefree window awning shipping in. It comes in a nice big heavy duty tube. These are the arms for the left and the right of the window awning. So let's open this thing up and see what we got going on. All right, I used the knife, go ahead and cut the cap of this off. Again, it's very well packaged. Let's see, pull our awning out. Take a look at the packaging here. Everything looks good, nice and tight. And we have the mounting screws. All the hardware is right here. That's awesome. You don't have to go looking for it in another package or what have you, or it getting messed up, getting lost in the sauce. So looks like we're going to be good. Be careful when cutting with a knife, that's for sure. So there's your mounting screws. That's going to mount into your RV. I gotta tell you folks, I'm nervous about mounting such a thing to the side of my RV, drilling holes in my RV. All right, so here is your mounting bracket. This is what you're going to mount to the RV. The spine or spline from the awning slides right into this rail. That holds the awning in place in the mounting rail. And all right, here's our actual window awning. This is the material I was talking about, much like the Easy Zip Blocker sunshade. It's going to block about 80% of the sun's rays and allow you to see out, so you're not actually looking into an awning and your view of the outdoors is blocked. So here's your arm kit for the left and right side of the awning. Again, everything is packaged very well. This is going to get mounted to the rig as well. And here's the hardware for that. These are the arms left and right of the awning. So let's get to work. All right guys, so I'm up here on my ladder. I got the instructions out. And of course the wind wants to pick up as soon as I get to working. But step number one is, of course, is to make sure you thoroughly clean your RV, the area where this is going to go. Next, we're going to determine the optimum positioning of the awning so the arms will not interfere with the window frame or light fixtures. Well, we've already done that with our measurements when we ordered it. So now we're going to, and the bottom of the awning rail must be a minimum of 3 inches above the frame. So what I've done, I like to use painter's tape for a lot of applications when you're trying to figure out center and stuff like that. So what I've done with painter's tape is I've made check marks at the 3-inch mark. Put the painter's tape up here, 3 inches above the window, 3 inches above the window, 3 inches above the window. So when I put that rail up here, all I got to do is line that rail up with the check marks. Got my center point. This is the center of the window running up. Got a level out, made a line right there. That's the center of the window. And what we're going to do is find the center of the rail, the mounting rail, and we're going to make a tick mark on that. And so all I got to do is line that center point of the rail up with this line and then lay the rail onto those check marks, left or right. And as always, measure 3 times, cut once, or screw once. So yeah, we're getting ready to do that. There's the overall shot of it. There's my tick marks. I'm up here on my ladder, ready to install the rail. So here's our rail, the overall width I got the overall width of the rail, and I found the center point by dividing it in half. Found my center point, made a mark on the rail, so all I have to do is line this up with that line I made with the painter's tape, and line the bottom of the rail up with the check marks that I made with the painter's tape. That's the thought process. We'll see how it works out. All right, so your next step is to slide the arms into the back of the awning bumper
channel, kind of.
Yep.
This is the arm channel. This is the arm channel.
Right there. Arm channel, bumper, they call it. So you're going to flip it over onto the back side. You're going to slide the arm in. You're going to hit a mounting screw, put it in there. It's a 3/4 inch screw, and it mounts the arm to the bumper, or not the bumper.
It's not the bumper.
That's the bumper.
The cap.
The cap.
The end cap.
Jeez. And looks like our next step is to
hire somebody.
Yeah. The next step is to go ahead and insert it, but first we must mount the rail to the RV. All right, our next step is to seal the back of the rail before we put it up. You can use silicone, but I'm going to use butyl tape. I'll post a link below. You can order butyl tape online. That's what I'm going to choose to use. That way it'll also stick up there prior to me screwing it in, so I can finally check it one more time before I run these screws in. So I'm using butyl tape. I ordered it from Amazon. So it is, there you go, 3/16 by 3/4 by 20 foot. So this is a 3/4 by 20 foot roll up butyl tape, and I'm going to apply it to the back of the rail. All right, so there it is. I got my butyl tape installed on the back of the rail. Don't be judging. And we're ready to mount the rail. There's my center point again, and the center point is also marked with the painter's tape. So here comes Buzzkill.
Trying to keep him from barking.
And we're going to stick this up there and give it a look. All right, this is the 3rd time I am measuring. I'm measuring to make sure we're good to go. I measured the left, right. I'm showing 4 inches of overhang approximately here on the edge of the window. Double checking, at least I got my 3 inches. And do minimum 3 inches. 3 inches. This could go up a hair. And 3 inches right there. I'm going to double check, triple check, quadruple check my level on this. And bam, I'm level. Right, exactly on point. Go over here. All right, so all we gotta do is screw this bad boy in. I'm scared. All right, so what I've done is, since this is a painted rig, I'm not taking a chance. I am drilling a pilot hole before I put the, what's essentially is a self-tapping screw in. So I do not spiderweb the paint. That's my thought process. Now we slide the unit in there, in the track, and see if we're good to go. All right, before you try to install it in the track, it says give it a little silicone. I'm using a multi-purpose lubricant to help slide it onto the track, because the first run we got about halfway and I was feeling resistance. So we'll see if we can't lube the track. If you have anything wider than 6 foot, you're going to need at least 3 people. We're struggling here with 2. Oh, like she got it right in the face. As you can see, I put blue tape, painter's tape on the bottom, so it would not, if it drug across the RV, it wouldn't scratch. All right, there it is, guys. So now we do the arm brackets, mount them. All right, guys, so next step is to ensure that this is level up and down. So I've done that. Then you're going to take a screw, and behind this is the bracket that mounts to the rig. You're going to put butyl tape behind that, behind the bracket, and then run your screw through here, and then mount that to the rig. Then let's see what our next step is. All right, so our next step is to remove the cotter pins from the roller arm. There's one on each side. Is to open the awning by pulling the pull strap. All right, guys, so your next step is to determine where you want to hook your awning to. So I pulled this down. I gave it a dry run right there. This is about how I want it to be. If you go any farther, then you're going to show the awning tube. So this looks good right here. So this is where we're going to mount this attachment catch and mount it. So this catch is going this way, so you won't catch anything while you're driving or pulling your RV. So we got our thing mounted there, our catch right there, just like we showed you. We went ahead and finished putting these screws in here, just like the directions say so. After you mount that, pull the awning out, and then finish mounting your brackets right there. All right, so after you get the hinges or the the arm brackets secure, it says to go ahead and pull this in and out a few times to get the awning centered within the rail itself. And then you put your set screws in to lock it in place. And plus, it gives this a nice run so you can detect any problems with it if there are any. But we're good. We're going to hook it right here, and now we're going to lock in the awning so it does not shift side to side. All right, you're going to secure the awning into the awning rail about 1 inch in so the fabric does not move from side to side. Just like that. Do it on both sides so your awning does not shift left or right. There you have it, Campoholics. It's done. We'll go inside so you can get a look from the inside, what it's like from the inside looking out. But what do you think, miss? Yep, okay, she said, yeah, okay. What it looks like from the inside of the RV, look at that. That's nice. Blocks it, you can see right out. Look at that. I'm digging it. That was one of the worries of having an awning, side awning, that I wouldn't be able to see outside because you would have awning fabric blocking your view of what is going on. But there you have it. You can see right through it. You have shade. It's a beautiful thing. All right, guys, there you go. This is it. This is done. Thanks for watching. I hope we made this installation a little less nerve-wracking for you. I was nervous, of course, but it wasn't a big deal once we got it going in there. The instructions were pretty well written. I don't know, I'm pleased with it. I'm going to post the links below to everything you need to know about this Carefree SL Window Awning. It's going to make a big difference keeping the interior of the RV cool. We are proud to be ambassadors for Carefree Awning Company. They sent us this awning to try it out, to show you all about how to install it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.